o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay. Near the U.S. Embassy in Paris, a lot of decisions that the White House has to make now regarding our own security. And I would think that, Senator Hoeven, that this is something you all will be looking at today rather than perhaps trying to get the agenda started.
Well, again, our hearts and prayers go out to the victims and their families. This is a horrific attack. But anytime something like this happens, we've got to review what we're doing to make sure that we're protecting Americans abroad, protecting our embassies, and doing everything we can to work with our friends and allies around the globe in this war on terror to make our people safer and to try to prevent these types of tragedies.
Mickey, also, you know, it was funny. Yesterday we had an organizational meeting with Armed Services Committee with our new chairman, John McCain, and we were talking. We're going to meet today about 10 o'clock, and John was saying on the agenda today we're going to talk about the Sony hacking. I'm sure that's going to change in our briefing. It's a secured briefing. It's going to be much different today than what it was supposed to be as of yesterday. So we'll have a little bit more information.
Nicole?
Senators, it's Nicole Wallace. I wonder, in your judgment, if you feel that there's still enough of a sense of purpose and bipartisanship around everything we do on the counterterror agenda. I know in the months after 9/11 there certainly was, and certainly the urgency is crystallized on a day like today. And both of you standing there together give me hope that the answer is yes, but I wonder what your thoughts are about the bipartisan spirit when it comes to not just protecting the homeland, but the global war against terror.
Clearly more has to be done. It has to be done in a bipartisan way. It's not just armed services. On the Department of Homeland Security side, I'm on the Appropriations Committee. We've got to work both here at home as well as abroad to make sure we are doing more, to review what happened, to figure out what we can do better, and to make sure that we're taking steps not just on behalf of Americans, but again, whether it's France or Australia or anybody else, working with our friends and allies against terrorism around the globe.
Well, you know, Nicole, I would also say that there's no protection against extreme radicals. They're going to hit anywhere they can, and where they find people more vulnerable, where they can sensationalize something. Of course, America's always been a rich target, as you might well imagine, but hitting in Paris, hitting in different places, and basically being able to bring terror and fear, it's something we can't let enter our thought process. And if we can show the Democrats and Republicans can work together and all under common cause come together to protect our country and help people around the world that are in help and need, keep them from being assaulted, if you will, by these radicals, then we've got to do it. But we start here at home.
Yeah.
So John and I working together.
We do have to work together.
Absolutely.
It does take a bipartisan effort.